Since the beginning of 2025, the fashion world has been shocked again by a name that seems to never fade: Kim Taehyung. Amidst the roar of the ever-growing fashion industry, one name still resonates. One moment remains memorable: Paris Fashion Week. 2023 may have passed 3 years ago, but Taehyung's charm still feels like it happened yesterday. Kpop, one of the leading fashion media, has brought up his story again. They call him a true it boy, a title that not just anyone can hold. Among big names like Bad Bunny, Jeremy Allen White, and Jacob Elordi, only one has truly become the center of attention: Taehyung. But what makes him so special? What makes the world still captivated by one appearance that happened years ago? Taehyung's magic is not just his charming fashion choices or his graceful steps in the spotlight. There is something different: the way he wears clothes, as if it is not just a style, but a living expression of art. In the fast-changing world of fashion, few can create a moment that sticks in the memory of many. Since Kpop released the article, social media has exploded with nostalgia. Fans have been reminiscing about how incredible Taehyung's presence at PFW 23 was. Many can still vividly remember how the atmosphere changed the moment he stepped into the venue. It was as if the entire world stopped for a moment to take in his attention. It's been 3 years, but whispers about that day are still everywhere. People are talking about him not just as a K-pop star, but as a true icon in the fashion industry. A fashion journalist who has covered Paris Fashion Week for almost 2 decades admitted that she had never seen a phenomenon like this before. And indeed, Taehyung is not just wearing expensive clothes. There is something about him that brings the clothes he wears to life. Every detail feels more classy, more artistic, more meaningful. Fans can't stop praising him. For him, fashion is not just about appearance, but about how he transforms clothes into works of art. But amidst this brilliance, there is one thing that bothers many armies. The new year has arrived, and as usual, the other BTS members have greeted fans with their warm messages on Weverse. Jin, J-Hope, RM, Jimin, V, and Jungkook have all sent their greetings. But there is one voice missing, one name that has not appeared: Min Yoongi. Since the incident that shook his name in August 2024, Suga has chosen to remain silent. No posts, no messages, no signs of life on social media. Days passed, months changed, and now it has been more than 5 months since he last greeted his fans. On social media, Suga's name has become a hot topic. Fans are starting to get restless, wondering where he went, if he is okay. Some are begging, some are sulking, and some are getting tired of waiting. "Yoongi, where are you?" someone wrote with a longing tone. Some are trying to understand. They believe that maybe Suga just needs some time to himself. Maybe he is enjoying life without the spotlight. Maybe he is preparing something. But still, his absence leaves a huge hole in the hearts of his fans. One joked on Twitter, "I'm not responsible for my actions when I finally get a notification from Weverse that Yoongi is back." Another wrote in a more emotional tone, "I don't care if he's mad at the government or the world. I just want to know that he's still there, that he's okay." Losing someone as beloved as Suga is certainly not easy for his fans. But amidst all the anxiety and questions, one thing remains certain: they will continue to wait. With hope, with longing, with the belief that one day he will return. And when that day comes, when Suga finally breaks his silence, the world may pause once again, just to welcome him back. But in the midst of the long wait, speculation continues to grow. Is Suga truly disappearing to calm down? Or is he planning something that will shock the world? Armies are starting to wonder, searching for every digital trace that might indicate his whereabouts. But there's no sign that he'll show up anytime soon. One fan wrote in despair, "I've tried not to get my hopes up, but I still check Weverse every day in hopes of seeing his name there." Another joked, "Maybe he's preparing for a new album and wants to make us suffer longer." But beneath the jokes, there was a genuine sincerity, a longing that couldn't be hidden. Some tried to make sense of his actions. Suga, as his fans know him, is not the type to enjoy excessive attention. He's someone who chooses his words carefully, preferring to speak through music rather than social media posts. Maybe this is his way of taking care of himself. "We should trust that he'll come back when he's ready," one ARMY wrote with understanding. But the longer the silence went on, the more theories emerged. Some speculated that Suga might be dealing with personal hardships that he wasn't ready to share. Others speculated that he was purposely staying away to plan a bigger comeback. But whatever the reason, one thing remained constant. ARMY was still here, waiting with anticipation. Meanwhile, Taehyung remains a hot topic in the fashion world. Many still remember how the atmosphere changed the moment he stepped foot at Paris Fashion Week 2023. It was as if the stage was made for him, as if time slowed down just to capture his presence. How could one person have such a big impact? Fans, even those who are not BTS followers, admit that Taehyung brings something different. He doesn't just wear clothes, he brings fashion to life. It's no wonder the title It Boy continues to stick to him. Every step he takes in the fashion world feels like a new chapter in the history of modern fashion. More than just a handsome face in a luxury brand, Taehyung understands the essence of fashion itself. His every move shows confidence, a deep understanding of how style can be a deeper expression of self than just a trend. Fashion journalists also admit that his presence at PFW 23 is not just about celebrities attending the event. It is a phenomenon that changes the standards of fashion itself. Although there are now many new names trying to steal the spotlight in the fashion world, nothing can replace the epic moment that Taehyung created at PFW 23. Even after all these years, the media still talks about him, and his influence is still felt. Every time Celine announces a new collection, many wonder, will they ever be able to create a moment of that magnitude again? On the other hand, fans' hopes for Suga's return continue to burn. They've watched him go through various phases of his career, from his early days of struggling to become one of the most respected music producers in the industry. And now, when he chooses to remain silent, they still want to believe that there's something bigger in store for him. But deep down, they also just want to know that he's okay. A text message, an emoji, or even the slightest sign from Suga would be enough to ease their anxiety. But until now, Weverse's screens remain empty of his name, leaving them wondering when he'll finally reappear. When BTS as a group was on hiatus due to their military service, their every presence on social media became something precious to ARMY. Their presence provided comfort, a sense that they were still there, still thinking about their fans even though they were busy with their own lives. That's why Suga's absence felt even more piercing. Some people try to soothe their own hearts by saying that maybe Suga just wants some time to himself, away from all the expectations and pressures. After all, he has given so much to the world. Maybe now is the time for him to get the peace he deserves. But it's undeniable that the longer he's gone, the more the longing builds up. Every time there's an announcement from BTS or HYBE, fans hope that maybe this time, Suga will give a sign that he's still there. But every time that hope is dashed, the longing deepens. Maybe one day, without warning, Suga will return as usual. In his signature style, calm, relaxed, as if nothing happened. Maybe he'll pop up on Weverse with a simple message like, "How are you?" or "Have you eaten?" And when that happens, the ARMY world might pause, celebrating the return of the person they've been waiting for so long.
They don't wanna see me make it, they don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight.